The Mi 11 Ultra, which I have here. I mean, this camera bump is something, really. Like, I still don't know how I feel about it. I don't like it, I'll be honest with you. It's like, even when I'm holding it, I can't help but kind of put my finger to it because it's so thick, but it's also so big, it takes it long. However, having said that, I really do like the rear display. You can take really high quality selfies. We've got an always on display on here as well, so you can kind of see things like the time, notification. And also, it's quite a heavy phone as well because of that camera module. And so, it's weighed nicely, but it's still quite big. The display's quite nice. It's, got all of the bells and whistles, 1700 nits of peak brightness, which is really good. But it is one of those all curved displays, right? So it's curved from both the left and right, but it's also curved slightly from the top and bottom. I'm kind of, I used to really like curved displays. I'm kind of going away from that. What about you, E?
I'm fine with curved displays. I've always liked curved displays. So for me, it's fine. I'm still waiting to get my unit, by the way, Xiaomi, just to let you guys know. Just
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I do. So I wanted to ask you some questions on the device because from what I've seen, your unboxing video, which you guys should go check out.
Thank you.
The device is one where it looks like Xiaomi is going straight up against the Galaxy S21 Ultra and saying, look, we are going to make a true Ultra. Now, I know you just said you like that rear display. Is it justified to have it there? And you've just had the device for a short period of time, but can you justify the need for that display? Because it adds to that bulk as well, right?
It does. I do think it's nice to have that, but I think the way I kind of see it, I don't know, but it was going to take up so much of the camera bump was going to take so much of the back. I think for them it was just like, if we just extend it by 1.5 centimeters, it's just going to look much more symmetrical, and it's going to cover the full section, and hey, we can have this display in there. That's what I kind of think, because if you look at just the cameras themselves, they take up a significant portion. Now, these cameras do look promising because we've got the new Samsung GN2 sensor, which is a 1/1.2 inch sensor. That is the largest on any smartphone right now. Okay,
is that bigger than the S21 Ultra sensor?
Yeah, so I mean, from what Xiaomi have said in their press release, that is the biggest sensor on a smartphone. So but then again, if you look at the Samsung 108 megapixel sensor, that was Xiaomi did the first phone. Remember before? I guess Samsung kind of like, hey, try it out, do the trial and error, let us know, and then we'll put it in our smartphone afterwards.
Yeah,
that's what it kind of seems like. Much. But that's promising. We've got the ultra wide, we've got the periscope zoom. Now the periscope zoom, thanks for everybody who corrected me in the comments quite aggressively, which was that in the previous podcast we mentioned that the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra had 10 times optical zoom, right? Now I kind of misread that. It's 10 times hybrid zoom, so my bad, hands up, apologies. 5 times optical zoom. But then with the 5 times optical zoom, they've got 120 times digital zoom. So Samsung has the 10 times optical, and then you maximize that to 100 times. Fair enough, you're getting that. But then 5 times all the way to 120 times. Now I'm going to be testing this out. Obviously, it's just landed today, so I'm going to be taking it out and trying it out. But it kind of, initially I'm kind of thinking, how would that be any better than Samsung when it comes to the zoom anyway?
Yeah, because you're starting from a lower number. I mean, the optical zoom is at 5. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how, or maybe most of that digital zoom is literally just algorithm calculations and looking at different points and just trying to fill in the gaps.
Yep. I mean, actually, it's a 48 megapixel sensor, so maybe they're actually kind of taking advantage of the additional pixels potentially.
Kind of like the old Nokia. The one with the massive 41 megapixel sensor where everything was basically binned and then cropped in to give you a much.
So I mean, maybe something like that. I mean, that was probably the biggest camera module we had seen until the Mi 11 Ultra. But I mean, apart from that, again, it's a very promising device. It's right up there. Obviously, it's got the 888. It's got 67 watt wide charging, which comes out of the box. This is something that you don't get with the S21 Ultra. And it's also got 67 watt wireless charging, which is the fastest wireless charging on any smartphone. So they've really tried to go for some of things that you're not going to find. There's also sound by Harman Kardon, and again, Xiaomi have said that this is the loudest speakers on any smartphone as well. They do get pretty loud.
Sound by Harman Kardon. So okay, so Samsung again gave the audio to them besides the.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? So yeah, Samsung's just like, hey, try it out, do our testing for us, and then we'll let you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing lots more tests with this. It looks like there seems to be a lot of interest. I really didn't know how much interest there would be for the Mi 11 Ultra. But yeah, I mean, it looks very promising. I'm going to be doing lots of tests over the next week. There's lots coming up in the next week, but yeah, I'll be doing some more tests, and I'll be posting shots that I take with it on social media, on Instagram at SuperSaf, as well as on Twitter. And hopefully, if time permits, I will do the full camera comparison versus the S21 Ultra. So do stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.